For decades, Jim Carrey has been known as one of the most energetic and unpredictable stars in Hollywood. His rubber-faced comedy, explosive performances, and unforgettable characters made him a household name almost overnight in the 1990s. But behind the laughter and legendary movie roles, fans have long sensed something deeper, something quieter, more complicated. And in recent years, the mystery surrounding Jim Carrey's dramatic changes in life and career has finally begun to make sense, though the truth isn't exactly cheerful. Carrey's rise to fame was nothing short of extraordinary. After struggling through poverty during his childhood in Canada, he burst onto the scene with films like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber. Within a single year, he went from stand-up comic to one of the biggest comedy stars in the world. His ability to combine wild physical humor with genuine emotion quickly made him one of the highest-paid actors of his generation. By the early 2000s, Carrey had already built a career most actors could only dream of. But as the years passed, audiences began noticing a shift. The same performer who once seemed unstoppable on screen began stepping away from major Hollywood projects. His public appearances became rarer, and interviews often revealed a far more introspective side of the actor. In fact, Carrey openly spoke about how fame and success didn't necessarily bring the happiness people expected. At one point, he famously remarked that he wished everyone could become rich and famous so they could see it wasn't the answer to everything. Part of that transformation came after deeply personal struggles. Carrey has been candid about experiencing periods of depression earlier in his life, something he eventually learned to manage through lifestyle changes and creative outlets. Rather than hiding from those challenges, he began speaking openly about mental health, explaining how he re-examined his identity, purpose, and relationship with fame. Another surprising turn came when Carrey shifted his focus away from acting toward art and painting. In 2017, he released a short documentary titled I Needed Color, revealing how creating visual art helped him find a sense of peace and expression outside Hollywood. For fans used to seeing him in loud comedy roles, the quiet studio scenes of Carrey painting alone were striking and deeply revealing. By the time he returned to mainstream films like Sonic the Hedgehog, Carrey seemed to have developed a completely different perspective on his career. He spoke openly about the possibility of retirement and emphasized that he now chooses projects purely for personal enjoyment rather than fame or financial success. For a man once known as Hollywood's most unstoppable comedian, it was a remarkable shift. So what was the mystery surrounding Jim Carrey all these years? In many ways, it wasn't scandal or hidden secrets. It was something far more human. Behind the wild characters and explosive comedy was a man searching for meaning beyond the spotlight. And while that journey led him away from the Hollywood machine that made him famous, it also helped him rediscover something more valuable, his own peace of mind. Because sometimes, the biggest mystery about a celebrity isn't what happened to them, it's what they chose to leave behind.